it's been so long since I've been able to film a video. I mean, surprise, I dyed my hair completely different and it's already been like a couple months almost, so that just goes to show just how long it's actually been since I've filmed anything, which is really pretty sad. I'm super excited to bring this look. I feel like I was kind of getting into a makeup rut for a little while, so when I started dyeing my hair, finally getting to this point, I feel like I just got super inspired finally. Whether it be like playing with more bold lips again, or playing with pops of color on the lower lash line or on my lids, or just anything in general. So for today's tutorial, I didn't know what I was wanting to do exactly. I just knew that I really wanted to use either blue or purple or just something, you know, galaxy, my hair inspired, something. So this is obviously what I came up with. I decided to do blue because I felt like that was an even scarier color to use, even over purple, because I feel like when I think of blue, it's like that old school, scary, not so cute looks. But I wanted to show that you can actually make it pretty beautiful and wearable. So if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up and definitely subscribe if you're new to my channel, because it really helps me out. And if you want, feel free to comment in the bottom box about any videos or looks or anything at all that you maybe want to request for me to do in my next videos. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and if you want to see how I got this look, well then obviously just keep watching. Alright, so I already went in and primed my eyes with MAC's Prep and Prime 24-Hour Extended Eye Base. And the first shade is from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette in the color Ladis, however you say the names in this palette. The next shade will be the transition color, which is called Ludwin. And I'm just applying that more so in the crease, but I'm really just buffing it all around for the most part. And then the rest of the shadows that I'm going to be using are from Makeup Forever. And I'm sorry, the names of their shadows are very boring, but this one is called S-748. And it's just a really pretty peachy color. It's actually not even super pigmented, which is why I like to use it only to really warm up transition shades, not expecting to get too much color out of it. The next color I'm going in with is M-846, and this one is pretty much like one of my favorite eyeshadows ever. And I'm really concentrating this color mostly on the outer and inner area of the crease. So as I kind of windshield wipe it through the entire crease, I'm just kind of lightly doing it and then concentrating most of the pigment, like the first area that I put the brush is where I want the most pigment, which is the outer and inner areas. And then in this particular eyeshadow look, I go in quite a bit with a couple different blending brushes just to kind of soften the edges, because I want it to be really blown out. So you can see here I'm using the 217 from MAC to just kind of blend it out even more, and that's not even with any extra product. Now I'm going back in with a little extra of that M-846, the red color, and putting that extra amount in the outer crease. I hope I'm not losing you. So next I'm going to apply NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk all over the lid. And this is just gonna make all the colors I wanna put on my lid pop a little bit more, because going on top of the white, it'll bring its truest color. And I just kind of apply it, and then I'm using this really stiff flat shader brush to smooth it over. And also you can see I'm kind of making it so that the line is really more sharp in the crease where that disconnect of the red is. And yeah, I'm just kind of applying it from the inner to the outer area of all over that lid. And now the stars of the show. I am using the shade D-236 from Makeup Forever, of course, and that's the teal color that's going on the center of the lid. And then I'm also going to be using ME-216, which is just kind of a more just straight blue. And that's going to be going on the inner and outer areas. So I'm kind of creating a halo effect by using the lighter color in the center,
but at the same time, it's not super obvious. I just kind of wanted that little bit of extra dimension. I didn't want just a flat blue on my lids. And so now I'm just placing that blue on the outer and inner areas, and then I'm gonna kind of like blend it into the teal. You know what I mean? And I'm just using a flat shader brush for this, and I did actually just use the exact same one for both. So on one side I used the teal, and then I just flipped it over so that I can reuse the same one and apply the other. And then I do go back in to reinforce that teal just because I didn't want it to get too lost after blending the blue. Ta-da! And now I am going back in with a little bit of the extra of that red just to kind of blend that harshness, you know, and it kind of creates that purple, as you can see, where it overlaps the blue, which I thought was really pretty. And again, going in with different brushes just to kind of make sure that all of it is blown out as I like. Alright, so now I'm going back into the Kat Von D palette, and I think this shade is Liberatus. It's basically the cool white shade in the center. And I am applying this under my eyebrows, on my brow bone, just to make sure that that's still a little highlighted and doesn't get lost in all of that blending. And so now to darken up the crease further, I'm using Makeup Forever's M-100, and I'm applying that where that disconnect was. And so this kind of makes it look like a little bit more of a like deep purple, even though it's no purple at all. But it also just kind of adds that extra dimension because, again, I just felt like it needed a little extra oomph in that crease area. And then I'll continue to go back with the different brushes that I used previously just to kind of make sure everything is blending out correctly. It's like I said, it's a lot of going back and forth with the blending brushes and the different shades to make sure that it doesn't start to look harsh, or you just don't want any lining. You want it to be really just like bam. So this is not a great shot, but I'm going in with Makeup Forever's Aqua Eyes in the number 10. It's just black eyeliner, and I'm applying that in my waterline. Wasn't sure if I should put this because it's not a pretty shot, but that's what I'm doing. And then I'm taking that same liner and just kind of lightly going basically as close as possible to my lashes so that it just kind of deepens it up, because I'm not going to go in with any like cat eye, no liquid liner, nothing. It's just this, so I did want to deepen up the lashes so that when I put on the false ones, they won't look as fake. It'll kind of blend a little bit better with my puny little lash line. And now I'm going back in with that same black eyeshadow that I used earlier and just kind of smudging the lash line over where I applied the liner. Now, for the fun part, I am lining the lower lash line / waterline with Italia Deluxe Ultrafine Eyeliner in Neon Blue. I love how these eyeliners pop in my waterline. I have a few from the same line and it's so pretty. I'm putting it from the inner to the outer all over that lower waterline. And so now I'm going back and I'm gonna kind of do what I did on top with starting with the peach shade from Makeup Forever and blending that all over the lower lash line. And then I'll go to the darker shades one by one so that it all marries each other from the lower to the upper area of the eye. So now with the red, and I'm gonna apply that all over. And the darker I go, the more I concentrate it closer to that lower lash line. So that peach color, I kind of blow it out a little bit and really blend it down past that the lash line. And then the red, I'll kind of keep it a little bit closer to the lashes. So that's why you'll see that I start using even like more stiff and smaller pencil brushes. So this pencil brush is really good for just getting right next to the lashes. And then I forgot to show it, but I am now actually going in with the black also. And I'm applying that only to the outer area. I'm not bringing that all the way into the inner lower spot like I did the red and the peach, because I don't want it to overwhelm my eyes. Now, with the power of editing, I applied my mascara already, because you don't need to see someone apply their mascara. And so with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance Glitter Glue, I'm just dabbing a little bit on the inner area of my eye. And then on top of that, I'm going in with Makeup Forever's Silver Glitter. I don't know at all what the name or number of this glitter is, but it's the silver. And I'm actually using a really small lip brush because I like how it's somewhat tapered and it's stiff like a flat shader brush, but I liked it for the inner tear duct area. And I used Cocoa Lashes in Goddess, which are my favorite right now. Okay, so now for lips, I am actually using Dose of Color's Stone Liquid Matte Lipstick, which is pretty much my favorite nude liquid lipstick as of today. As you can see, it's pretty much my natural lip color, but better. I like it just to define my lips, but not look too bam, especially since this eye look is already pretty extreme. And so here's the final look. I really hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed making it. It was super fun. Let me know if you want more fun, colorful looks, and I will do that for you. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. And thanks so much for watching, you guys. See ya!